Alright, let's have a look at doing crow pose. So, if you can sit down into a low yoga squat, I tend to have it so that my feet are about, so my toes are on the edge of the mat, heels in a little bit, so my toes are pointing out a tiny bit. And then I'm sitting down as low as I can, but I'm trying to sit my back up as flat as I can, so it's that sideways, so you can see back goes flat. I'm going to push my elbows into my knees and push my knees back into my elbows and open my hands out. Little fingers go to the edge of the mat, then leaning forwards, pushing my knees onto my elbows as hard as I can, my arms bend, and then slowly toes come off the floor, big toes come together, and it's pushing my fingers into the mat that gives me that bit of balance. Keep my shoulders down away from my ears, holding my abs tight, pulling my pelvic floor up. Easy as that. So have a look at that again from the front. Heels are down, feet are wide enough to let my heels come down. Doesn't matter if your heels are slightly lifted off the floor. If you haven't quite got that mobility in your ankles, it might look a little bit like that. The elbow, pointy bit of your elbow needs to go into this little pocket here. Pushing that against there. Push your hands together and then pushing them out the way. So really opening those legs out as much as you can. Spreading the fingers, your middle finger points forwards, then coming down slowly onto your hands, and looking forwards, pushing your fingers into the floor, and then those feet come off. Just keep pushing into there. So toes moving around a little bit as a little bit of balance, fingers pushing into the floor, abs pulled tight. If you struggle getting into it that way, you can do is come a little bit wider, the feet, and push the knees out as much as you can into like a sumo squat, like that. And same again, pushing your elbows into your knees. That pointy bit of your elbow needs to be on here, and there needs to be pressure from your knees coming onto your arms. Open your hands out, there'll be a bit of a fall to get the hands onto the floor. But then from there, I find it a bit easier to push that weight onto my elbows. Keep pushing your fingers into the floor. I'm looking at the floor, coming up. Big toes come together. Abs go really tight, pelvic floor pulled up. Hanging out there. Very good. Alright. So keep moving your wrists around while you do it. If you find like you're getting that, you find it easy, it's always good to have something to aim for. So, next step along is looking at bringing one of your legs off your arms. So, sitting that back up as flat as you can, coming down into that low yoga squat. Same setup, pushing both knees onto your elbows, tight, coming up, and really pushing up. Try and point that toe back in. Balance. Here again. If you're finding that you can do that, it's really good because it's quite tough. You can also have a look at doing side crow as well. So this one, going heels together, knees together, and going sideways on. So one elbow goes onto the side of your knee there, and you need to be flexible through the trunk. Getting a big twist through there, and the other elbow goes into your hip, like there. The hands come down, fingers pointing forwards, like that. Going down, the elbow comes into the hip. Look at the floor. I kind of find myself letting my trunk twist, pushing my fingers into the floor. And that feels kind of nice because it gives you a really big twist here, big stretch through all the abs and obliques. So, and again from the other side. So I'm up onto my toes, knees together, heels together. I'm going to cross my body, that elbow, pointing the fingers forwards, and spreading those fingers as they come onto the floor. Trying to tuck this elbow in tight to my hip. Looking at the floor. 3, 2, 1. Going out. Like that. It's quite fun to give that a little go. And then if you want to have another little progression on from there, you could try going from crow pose, popping out into a plank press up position. So going up onto your elbows, popping your feet out into a strong plank position. This mine looks quite slow and easy. First time you do it, you probably want to be like a big explosion of power. Kick those legs out fast as you can. Spreading those fingers up into crow, popping out like that. Like literally kicking my legs back as fast as I can and hitting that plank position. So you probably need to be strong at that top portion of a press up. Hit that because my elbows are a little bit bent at the beginning, like there. And as I jump out, they straighten out, so that bit needs to be nice and strong to give you that bit of air time to jump back. If you're hitting that and getting that down pretty well with a bit of strength, then maybe you can have a little go at doing press up into plank. So from here, pressing up, jump into catch plank, back out again, press up, jump into catch plank, catch crow, back to plank.